come in after that. So, the other thing that we have this morning is, boy, oh boy, I tell you, you ever go somewhere and you think you're going to have really good internet? Like, we have the worst internet in the history of internet in this station. How that happens, I have no idea.
I'll second.
How does that happen, though? We're like this big producing unit. I'm like, huh? What?
I don't know.
What's going on?
Sometimes it connects to MacBooks only and laptops, and sometimes it connects only phones.
Help me.
So
Help me.
Fight through the storm. You're going to weather it.
Help me. I need help. Anyway, we're here on a Thursday, Friday Eve. That's what we're also known as on a Thursday. I'm just grateful you guys are with us today. Also, if you guys, and by the way, Rye, I sent you something else. Let me know if you get it. I sent you a video.
Will do.
And we'll see if we get it with everything else we've been dealing with this morning. Yeah. Yep. How about that? We're back on track. The station that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think we can. I think I can. Lots to get into today, too. What's up?
Just let me know when you want me to play it.
Oh, okay. You got it. So, boy, oh boy, here we are. Okay. Jumping on the show. Let us know you're out there. We appreciate it. Of course, we like to promote St. Louisans as well. There's business, sports, charity, whatever. People doing good, let us know. But we got to know. You guys let us know, and we get it out there. Very interesting things today. It is Hanukkah, and the first pop-up Hanukkah bar. Pop-up Hanukkah bar. It's at Wenty's in the Chesterfield Valley. That's tonight, 6 to 11, if you want to stop on by, be a part of something historic here in the St. Louis area. It's a great place anyway. Food is really some of the best bar food you're ever going to have. It is outstanding. Good times as well. They'll be there, first Hanukkah pop-up bar. We'll give you some more of the details there. The Blues got a win last night, 1-0. Joel Hofer got a start again last night. Where's Jordan Bennington been? I'm not saying it, but could he be traded? I know those rumors came out, but why not give Jordan the start last night? Unless he's hurt and they're not telling us. I don't know, but Hofer played very well. Shutout. He got a chance to go back-to-back, and he did well. He didn't play that great against Nashville. They gave him another chance last night. He came out, and he was stellar. Blues offense is still non-existent, but damn did the defense play well, and that was a good thing. 13, 15, and 7 for 33 points. Not too shabby. They're back in action tonight. We'll get into that, too. We'll break that down more. They have another game tonight, 7 o'clock. You've also got, this could be the matchup of the season in the NFL today. Also tonight, Rams and Seahawks.
That's a big time.
Rams at Seahawks. I think I'm betting anything, everything, the mortgage, everything on the Seattle Seahawks. Look at the team's records that play the Lions the week after they play the Lions. Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Lions fan, but to beat the Lions, these teams go all out because the Lions play a physical brand of football. And for whatever reason, the win-loss record the week after with teams that play the Lions is not good. The Rams didn't really have issues with the Lions late in that game last week, but they did have to fight hard. Take the Seahawks tonight. Take the Seahawks. Take the Seahawks. I'm calling it, buddy. I'm calling it. Take the Seahawks tonight. I know you're a Rams fan.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had the Rams going 17-0 this season. I don't
well,
think
of course you did.
Game.
That's silly.
I don't think they'll lose any
Nobody goes 17-0 in the NFL parity anymore.
Oh, of course. But every game that the Rams play, I think they're winning. So,
okay. I see where you're going.
Is Puka playing this week?
Why wouldn't he? Did he get hurt?
Yeah, he was hurt for a second.
Why? I'm telling you, playing the Lions.
Yeah, he was hurt. I think it was during the Lions. I think Devontae Adams hurt too.
All I know is teams that play the Lions the next week do not play that well because the Lions are a damn physical football team. They knock you out of the game and they knock themselves out of the game.
Oh, he was cramping.
Oh, okay. Speaking of the NFL, Brady Cook, he wasn't that great at Mizzou. Oh, all these people that call themselves Missouri lovers and Missouri. I followed Missouri and covered Missouri. Brady Cook missed wide open receivers. And I mean, I had to hear it. He didn't play good during the game. Then all of a sudden he'd make plays at the end of the game to win. Guys like that don't start in the NFL. And Brady Cook is now getting his second start in the NFL. Brady Cook, that's right. He's starting for the Jets again this week. It's not easy. I mean, he's going to New Orleans. He had an away game last week, an away game this week. Then he gets to go home and face the Patriots. Then he gets to go on the road and face the Bills. Okay, Brady Cook, let's see what you got with all those teams. And you don't have any receivers whatsoever on your team. Nothing. So Brady Cook getting a start. Jeremiah Love, he's going pro. He announced it yesterday. We'll get into that. Missouri's got like 15 positions to fill on their football team. They've got like 5 receivers left in their entire room. That's it. Lots of people leaving. Lots. Welcome to the portal. We'll get into that. If Mizzou and SLU played basketball, SLU would beat Mizzou. Let's just get that out there. We'll get into that later. Deal with it. They should be playing every year. I know that if you beat SLU, oh, you were supposed to, Mizzou. And if you lose, oh my God, this is the biggest thing ever. Well, right now, SLU's program is better than yours. Bet. End of story. SLU just demolished Bethune-Cookman. I mean, almost doubled them up. Actually, they did double them up. Doubled their scoring in a game. Mizzou couldn't do that. Kalshi, we told you about them. I introduced Ryan to Kalshi last week, the Kalshi betting. You can now bet on whether kids, young men, are entering the portal or not. Anything and everything. Anything and everything. You can seriously bet on these days. I was going to go to sleep early last night, and I got wrapped up into that Survivor show. The president had a national address last night, so they had that. It was about an hour and a half late. So I stayed up to watch the Survivor finale because of the former St. Louis anchor, Savannah Louie, and she won. She won $1 million last night. Life is pretty good for Savannah. And it ended up being, it ended up being a all-female final 3. And Savannah got the job done. I knew a guy that finished second from Detroit many, many, many years ago. Or he was in the finale. And that was it. But now the Savannah Louie from St. Louis, or not from St. Louis, but spent 2 years here, wins Survivor last night. So congrats to her. Must be nice going through all of that in Fiji. And then bringing that check home. So congrats to her. So as you can see, lots of stories. Anything else that you guys want to talk about? Weather-wise should be interesting today, kind of up, down, all around. The temperatures are mild for this time of year. But the roads are wet this morning. Were the highways that you drove wet this morning, Rye? Because you come from the city and I come from the opposite way.
Yes, there was a little wet. It wasn't that bad.
We could get some showers today. We have to wait and see. That could be happening. We've got that going on. And then, of course, anything else that you guys want to promote today, as we always talk about. All right. So, I guess I thought this was pretty interesting. last night made me think, because I'm sitting there watching that show, and I'm like, do people still watch Survivor? And I asked like 3 people, and everybody said no. Did you? You didn't even know what it was, did you?
No.
Okay. I didn't. Yeah. So I'm like, I guess that's still. I mean, I guess they're doing all right in the ratings. But when you look at some of the shows that are out there right now, what's doing well and what's not? You told me yesterday you'll jump in on what show? Do you remember what you told me?
Love Island?
No, it was something else. It was something you said before Love Island.
Like a reality show?
No, just any kind of TV, like you'll watch.
Oh, I don't watch TV ever. I haven't watched TV in so long.
I know, but it was a series or something that you said that you would watch. Okay, never mind then. It's
like
all
Power,
good.
Maybe, but I didn't watch that on TV either.
If you think of it, that's
I
fine.
got you, yeah.
You said some show yesterday. But
The Flash, probably, maybe, because I did used to watch TV on the Flash, like from 8 when I was a kid. I'd have to wait. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But the reason I bring it up is if people are watching any sort of series or things like that on Netflix or Paramount or Prime, let's go ahead and call up the TV series shot sheet that I sent you, so people can see what the most popular viewing is right now in the country. What's the most popular show? I thought it would have been what's number 2 on this list, and that's what I watch. Do we have that up yet?
Yes, I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay. So here's when I look at it, what I see. And for our viewers, it's coming up. Okay, there it is. The most watched shows right now.
Yeah, I watched the first episode of the top one.
Well, see, there you go, man.
Yeah.
Sean Combs' The Reckoning from November 28th through December 24th. Last week, 2.3 billion people watched Sean Combs' The Reckoning. I wonder who put that together.
50 Cent.
Oh, that's the show?
Yeah.
I love him. I love 50
it's
Cent.
So Charlie hates it.
Charlie hates what?
Charlie calls the that's why I'm so funny. It's so funny.
He's you're referring to Charlie Tuna, who does the 11 to 1 o'clock show.
He calls the documentary that 50 Cent made, he calls it like black on black crime.
But is it true?
It's like, yeah, it's true.
Hey, Charlie, Charlie, somebody needs to set you straight.
Because he says 50 Cent is petty, because he's like, why are you doing all that?
You know what? It is petty, but you know what? What did he do to him first?
Yeah, that's what I told Charlie. I'm like,
hey, Charlie, you walk in the office today and I slap you, silly. What are you going to do? You just going to sit there and take it? No, you're probably going to fight back and try to do something.
Yeah, Charlie going to turn back the clock.
Well, you see, that's just it. Charlie, all's fair out there, baby. You do something to somebody else, you open yourself up.
Yeah.
Is it black on black crime? Yeah, but guess what? I want to see it. I haven't watched it, but I want to see it.
It's I'm not going to say it's hilarious, but it's like,
hey,
it's good to know.
There's enough information out there about what some of the bad stuff that's gone on.
Yeah.
And people need to know, and you need to watch it, really not just stuff. To watch really the downfall of somebody, but also how to protect yourself and some of the things that were going on and happening.
Yeah, it's it's not like 50 Cent just made the documentary. He had really good filmmakers make this doc.
And it took a long time. Yes.
And it was like he had because Diddy, when he turned himself in New York, he rode a bike around the city and stuff. And he had a filmmaker record Diddy did it. Then that filmmaker went to 50 Cent and gave him the footage. So it's real footage.
Yep, there you go.
They talk about how Diddy was brought up. Like, he was never like this gangster or whatever he tried to claim to be, and how it morphed him all from the first episode. It was insane.
You mean like Clarence from 8 Mile?
Yeah, basically Diddy grew up in a private school, all of that stuff. The only reason he had all that money though is from like, I don't know if I can say that on the radio, but like drug money.
Why couldn't you say that?
I don't know, because radio has weird words, man. You can't say on the radio. I don't know. But like,
we're radio podcast.
Yeah, but like he was blowing up from like his mom was like the youngest baby mom to like some drug lord or whatever that died, and then he had all this money and he didn't know, and it was crazy. If you watch the documentary, you'll get it.
Hey, are we on X, man?
We should.
Yesterday we weren't on for a while. I just want to make sure we're on. Or I have to start the whole show over.
No, you're good. I just got you back on. I clicked on X and Facebook, but for some reason,
we gotta make sure we get on there. I don't know how that happened, but
no, we're on.
We will come back. Okay, I'm not seeing us yet up there. I just wanted to make sure. Now I see us.
Yeah, I don't. I'll talk to you after the break.
Okay, I got you, man. Anyway, welcome back into the show, X viewers. We know we have a lot of you there. We appreciate you guys being with us. 6:30 or 6:23 is the time. So we'll come back and do this, but finishing it up right now. Most watched shows right now. Sean Combs' The Reckoning, produced by 50 Cent, 2.3 billion people from November 28th through December 4th. Landman, second place, 1 billion less people. Still good. That's the show that I watched. I think is absolutely amazing. The Abandoned, just behind in third place, another Netflix series, 1.1 billion. By the way, Landman is Paramount. Love and Death, 1.1 billion as well in fourth place in HBO Max. And The Staircase, 762,000 just almost 763 million people watching The Staircase during that week. Now, I believe that was that might have been the first week when they released that, November 28th, for Sean Combs' The Reckoning. I don't know how many shows have been episodes.
It's like 4 or 5 episodes. Okay. I don't even know.
All right, so it took some time to grow, but yeah, that's a convincing, Lee. That's what America's been watching.
Oh yeah,
right there. That's number one, and it's number one by 1 billion people.
Yeah, I was late to the party. Like, I asked my friends on this call that we get on Discord, and they was like, "Yeah, man, I'm about to hop off the game and watch Diddy." I'm like, "Y'all watching the doc for real?" And they was like, "Yeah, man, 50 Cent did his job on that. They talking about dude like crazy."
And like, 50 Cent has made a ton of money.
Oh, 50 Cent owns like 40% of the content I watch. 30%.
Does he really? I'm sorry. I like him. I'm sorry. I like him. I do. Cool. I'm just out there. I like him. What I know, I like him.
Talking about rappers too. Isn't Snoop Dogg headlining a halftime show or something? Did you hear about that?
No.
I can pull it up, but
I don't know what halftime show. Yeah, if you find it, that's great. And what?
Yeah, he's doing an NFL halftime show on the
What is it? A playoff game that'll be there?
No, it was like just a Thursday night game
that's coming up.
Yeah, like I just heard about it.
Well, there's only a couple left, and they're in Seattle tonight.
Don't think it was that one.
Yeah, so I don't know where that is either, or where that's going, but. Anyway, that's your list right there, the most watched shows.
Yes. On Christmas Day, he'll be performing on the halftime show for the Lions. That's what it was. I knew it was the Lions, but
what is that the Bears? Lions Bears?
I don't know what game, but I know it's the Lions Christmas Day game. So he will be headlining the halftime show on the Lions Christmas Day.
Well, hold on a second. Let me look that game up again really quick. I just want to make sure that
Vikings.
In Detroit.
No, in Minnesota.
Oh, so he's performing in Minnesota. Okay. Mm-hmm. When you said the Lions, I was like, wait a second. I don't think they would get another. They already had a game on
Thursday at home.
No, I mean, they had a ton of. They've had a very difficult schedule. No, they have the national Thanksgiving Day game.
Mm-hmm.
When Jack White of the White Stripes was out, and then all of a sudden Eminem came out and performed for the first time in a long time. So they were able to put that together. So, yeah, interesting stuff all the way around. We'll jump back in on that show later. But what that made me think about was where Survivor was, because we just talked about Savannah Louie, the former St. Louis news anchor, 2019 to 2021 morning show reporter anchor, winning Survivor last night for $1 million. Not too shabby. So we got, there's really good stuff that's going on there. So what we'll do, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll reset things and we'll get back in because we got a lot going on. Also, how much do World Cup soccer teams win now? When you win the World Cup of soccer, they give you prize money, a lot of it. We'll get into that. Obviously, there's a big NFL game tonight. The Blues play tonight, trying to make it 2 in a row, which would be really, really nice. Also, Jeremiah Love with some NFL news. CBC's own, Notre Dame's own. How about Urban Meyer? He says David Portnoy. You know, David Portnoy. You guys know who that is. He's pizza guy, loudmouth, Michigan man.
Barstool Sports.
Barstool Sports is actually what people know about, was how he became popular.
Mm-hmm.
And multi-millionaire. He still owes a bet that he hasn't paid, according to Urban Meyer, the former Ohio State coach. Says he owes him money. I heard some people really get, because we were talking about Diego Pavia maybe being kind of a little punk because he's a little dude.
This hour of content.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Well, somebody was online ripping Portnoy because they say he has to stand on a box.
I didn't even know he was short.
Yeah, and it's fine. If you're short, you're tall, whatever. It's how you've been made. I believe in God. God made you this way. God made you that way. But somebody was ripping him because he's loud. Some people call him a loudmouth. And he has to stand on boxes.
You know what?
To be seen.
You know what hit me though? He did have a pizza review, and it hit me. I was like, why is he standing on the ledge? You know how there's little steps going into a restaurant?
Yeah.
He was standing on that instead of just standing in front of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And it hit me. I'm like, is he short?
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Yeah. And he's got to pay some money out, allegedly. So we'll see where that goes. Plus the first Hanukkah bar, Papa Bar in St. Louis. We'll talk about that as well. So lots to get to. Appreciate you guys being with us. Let's get it going on a Thursday morning, December 18th. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust, and this is Art City Now, jumping on X, Facebook, and YouTube. And, of course, we appreciate you being here. You can jump in on the show. Let us know other things that are happening today or this weekend. Weather's nicer today from a weather standpoint, but not sure we're going to have the sunshine. We'll see where it all goes. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com.
St. Louis, meet your new daily companion, the Lou Information Station app. Listen live anywhere, anytime with one click. Dive into live or on-demand content. It's the fastest way to stay connected to the conversations that matter in the Lou. Just search Lou Information Station in the App Store or Google Play and download it free today. The Lou Information Station app. Crystal clear St. Louis talk 24/7.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Buddy, you don't get much better than this.
Yep.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
Your LouInfo.com news report. The St. Louis County retail property has been sold for more than double its previous price. Bamboo Equity Partners sold the Merrimack Center on Merrimack Bottom Road in November for $7.2 million. The firm bought the property in 2021 for $3.5 million. The buyer was not disclosed. The St. Louis County Council approved a 2026 budget on Tuesday, cutting $48 million from the county's projected deficit in a 6-1 vote. The plan reduces the Department of Public Health budget to $80 million, down from more than $83 million this year, and eliminates 83 vacant positions. The investigation is continuing after a pedestrian was struck and killed in St. Louis on Monday evening. The driver was headed westbound on Page Avenue near Gruner Place when it struck a 52-year-old man and fled. The pedestrian was taken to the hospital where he later died from his injuries. Investigators are looking for a Buick LaCrosse. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austen.
Now, louinfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your louinfo.com weather update. We'll be getting some showers today. We have cold front moving through, dropping us down into the mid-40s by late in the afternoon. Wind gusting to 35 miles an hour. Pretty cold and windy for the overnight hours. It will be clear, our low in the mid-20s. Then on Friday, we're back up to about 40 and sunny, warmer for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
You've been strong for everyone else, but let me ask you, who is strong for you? I am Jennifer Bardot, radio personality, author, and publisher, and the founder of Grit Association, which stands for Growth, Resilience, Intention, and Tenacity. What is grit? Grit is a movement, a sisterhood, a space where ambitious women grow, lead, and thrive. This isn't just leadership. This is transformation. Grit is your circle of fire, where comfort zones get shattered, where stories become power, and the next level becomes your new normal. From our 7 international anthologies that elevate women's voices to my radio show, Elevate and Lead, on the Lou Information Station, everything we do is about your rising, your voice, your power, your people. Are you ready? Join Grit. For more information, visit mygritcommunity.com. That's mygritcommunity.com.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show, Arch City Now. Glad you're with us today. Happy Thursday, December 18th. 1 week away from Christmas. And it doesn't feel like Christmas time today. It doesn't. Maybe Christmas time in Florida. Temperature's a lot warmer this morning. We'll see what the weather has in store for us later today. But could see thunderstorm, could see some rain, could see some gusty winds. Those things could be happening. Not sure. Was it windy when you were walking in? Was it windy yet?
No, it wasn't windy. It felt perfect. I
Okay.
walked outside, 50 degrees.
Yeah, I didn't know if that had happened or not, what was going on. I know that I was in here just a little bit before you from that standpoint. So anyway, gotta love it. Gotta feel what's happening outside. Enjoy it. It's supposed to get a little bit colder tomorrow for Friday. Then temperatures come back up a little bit for the weekend, which is nice as well. So glad you guys are with us. Like, subscribe, share the show. We are now back on X, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys make the show go. Help us. Let us know what you guys want to do. And we'll get into some of those things, the headlines that are happening with St. Louis people, things from that standpoint. We appreciate anything and everything you guys want to do in regards to talking from that standpoint. I had one other quick question to ask you. You watching the 50 Cent Diddy thing. How long is that supposed to go for? Like, I mean, do you know how many episodes are, and is he exposing, because I had a text, is he exposing crimes of
Yes.
Diddy, or is he just exposing who he is and He's not a good guy. He's not a
yeah. Basically, they're exposing that he's not a good guy, but they're also talking about they had a lady that came on who was assaulted by Diddy, and nothing happened, and she had to live with that for years and had to see him walk around and nothing happened to him, and it was like really like hard for her. She was really like depressed and stuff. So they talked about that too for a second, about how Diddy got away with things that still he's gotten away with, basically. So yeah.
I was wondering where that comes from, what would go on. I want to know what Diddy did to him. That's what I want to know, because not only did he turn some sort of beef that he had with him into I'll show you, eye for eye. He also made some money off of it. That doesn't happen all that often, where somebody does something to you, you're able to get revenge. I don't always recommend revenge. It's not always the best path. It can be impulsive, but if it's thought and planned out, I guess, because I've had people do a lot of things to me and I want to respond immediately. Like, how dare you do that? We're all different. But I guess 50 Cent said, okay, I'll turn this into something. You keep giving me gasoline for the fire, I'll build a bonfire. And that's exactly what he did. And just crazy with that stuff going on. Okay. Some interesting news here from the St. Louis area. There was a tweet that came out last night. It appears that the Pittsburgh Penguins might have a new owner with ties to St. Louis. You're like, what? That's right. The Pittsburgh Penguins of the NHL. Tom Stillman owns the Blues. He's been a phenomenal owner. And then you have an insider, a hockey insider. This has been reported nationally now. Frank Saravalli for Victory Plus and Amazon Prime Sports. He's reporting, at least he did yesterday in a social media post, that Fenway Sports Group has an agreement to sell the Pittsburgh Penguins franchise to the Hoffman family. The Hoffman family of St. Louis, who are buying a bunch of property and places in Augusta. So they would be selling it to the investment group owned by the family of billionaire chairman David Hoffman, the native of Washington, Missouri. So in the post on X, Saravalli said his sources indicated that Fenway Sports Group has reached an agreement to sell the NHL's Penguins to the Hoffman family of companies. So here, the exact tweet is this. Sources say Fenway Sports Group has reached an agreement to sell the NHL's Penguins to the Hoffman family, a Chicago-based investment group led by David Hoffman. The official announcement will be expected in the next coming days. It's pretty interesting. I wish Hoffman would come back, be here in St. Louis, and bring us NBA. He may not have an appetite for the NBA. And I know that we're not going to get NFL, but I was hoping NFL. But boy, that would be nice. David Hoffman, by the way, is the chairman and founder of the Naples, Florida-based Hoffman Family Company, involved in a wide range of businesses, including agriculture, aviation, transportation, financial and professional services, manufacturing, marine-related ventures, media, and marketing and real estate. They do everything. So they've got 120 global brands, 17,000 employees, businesses in 30 countries. It's Hoffman Commercial Real Estate Unit, headquartered in Clayton. So, no formal agreements in place to confirm or announce that coming from the Fenway Sports Group. But there you go. Very interesting, at least from my perspective on that. That's very, very interesting. We'll see what else happens. We'll see where it goes from that standpoint. Washington-based Get a St. Louis owner in there. Speaking of hockey, St. Louis Blues won last night. That was kind of nice. Kind of nice. They're not scoring goals, but what they are doing, they played pretty good defense last night. And you get a win, that's what it's about. They needed that victory last night. They beat the Winnipeg Jets 1-0. And Hofer was good. The defense was pretty good. When you try to break it down, I mean, Falk scored the lone goal in the first period, and that was it. I mean, there was nothing else after that. They shut the Jets down. And it was interesting because they weren't wearing their new jerseys. They were wearing their older jerseys, the ones from last year. Is it stupid to start thinking the newer jerseys are bad luck? Do people start thinking that? Are people that superstitious? The lighter jerseys, I like them, but they had the jerseys from last year on.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't know what's up with St. Louis sports fans, but
we're crazy.
Yeah, that Blues team was not that good last year, man. They just they just hit their stride at the right time. And I'm a casual in hockey, but I noticed that. And I thought they were going to be middle of the pack this year, and they're a little bit worse. So,
Hofer's got 3 shutouts already this year.
Yes, he's been playing
that.
well.
I mean, he started off as one of the worst goalies in the league, and he's heated up big time.
He did.
Well, he's a Winnipeg native, so he got to start against Winnipeg last night, and he shut him out. Isn't it weird? Some things will just motivate you. By the way, did I see video of your old grandpa, LeBron James, punching somebody last night?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I think he punched somebody.
It's LeBron, though.
I think he's tired and he needs a break again. He can't play anymore. His body's shot. He's got a couple weeks in him, and then he has to go out. I think he punched somebody. I'm not kidding you. He's getting old and cranky.
Are you talking about like on a 3-pointer when the dude when he?
I don't know. I thought I saw a piece of video come by where LeBron took an all-out swing at somebody last night. Maybe it was from before.
Who was it against?
I don't know, somebody who's one of his nemesis in his face playing
Dylan
defense.
Brooks. It was against
Dylan Brooks.
So no, he didn't punch him, but this is a basketball.
But when was that?
That was like on Sunday.
No, he punched him. His fist was closed.
Yeah, but he didn't it was okay, so when he shot the 3, right? You can run by and tap somebody on the stomach or something, but him and Dylan Brooks been getting into it. So instead he just ran and basically closed behind his stomach. But not
then something else happened.
Oh, then I don't know. But yeah,
they didn't play again last night, did they?
No.
Okay.
Let me see who the Lakers played last night. But I know him and Dylan Brooks be going at it all the time.
I like Dylan Brooks.
Me too.
Get in his face. Anyway, if you find something, let me know.
No, they haven't played since the
Okay,
Suns
gotcha.
game, so it may have been that game.
So Hofer last night for the Blues said, quote, "It's obviously nice to beat them. They've obviously become a rival of ours. That was tough the last time we played them, a 4-3 double overtime loss in Game 7 of the 2025 Western Conference Final." So he said it was extra motivation for us. It's just good that we got the win tonight. Yeah, I'll say it's good. You needed the win. And the Blues jumped up a couple spots already. Robert Thomas had an assist. The Blues had lost, 3 of their previous 4. They needed that win last night, big time. Jim Montgomery said it's hard to know what to expect with the way the season has gone, to be honest. He's like, it was nice to see the way that we started the game, the way we did compete. It did turn into the playoff type of game that wasn't as physical as the playoffs, but it was physical for this regular season, that's for sure. So the Blues get the win. They shut out Winnipeg, which was really, really nice. Connor Hellebuck made 25 saves for the Jets. They're struggling. They're just 1-4-1 in their past 6 games as well. So really nice to see. Falk actually gave St. Louis a lead, 1-0 in the second period. And they held on for the victory. Big deal there. So tonight they play again. Blues back at Enterprise. And this is what I said. You needed a 2-game win streak. Get the 2-game winning streak on before you head to Florida for a couple games and get some energy going, get some points going. Tonight, some winnable game. The Rangers have been scuffling. They've been very good on the road, but they've been scuffling as well. Opportunity knocks. Let's see what we have going on with this team. Certainly got to get some guys back. And, just glad that the Blues actually won last night. Big win for them. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It's 6:47 on a Thursday morning, December 18th. Excuse me. So, sorry, I got to. Boy, we need a cough button. I think I've said that before. Okay. Art City Now. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Glad you guys are with us. Like, subscribe, share the show. We're on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Sports, news, business, you name it. We're covering all of those stories. And so glad that you guys are with us this morning as well. Talked about the Blues last night, getting their win. They're back in action tonight. Also tonight, a very big NFL game for you. Rams, Seahawks, 2-11-3 teams, arguably the two best teams in the NFL. Arguably. Seattle you don't know about because they haven't been talked about that much, but the Rams also there. So the Rams and Seahawks, and they're both in the same division, playing for first place, playing for the number 1 seed, playing for the home field advantage, and a bye week. What a game that should be. I can't see either one of those teams blowing out the other one. Just can't see it happening. That should be an interesting game as well. We haven't gotten a lot of those big games. Last week we didn't have a good one. Now we've got a good one. And thank God we got a good one coming in tonight. So, yeah, go get them tonight. I like Seahawks tonight. I don't even know what the point spread is. Seahawks and whatever the point spread is. I'm assuming the Seahawks in that game are the favorite. They would have to be, right? They're the ones who are at home. And I'm checking for it right now as well. You've also got, let's see here. Oh, yeah. I know you're a big Rams fan, my friend. The Seahawks are a 1.5 point favorite tonight. So it's basically a pick 'em. Got to win by 2 points if you're Seattle. 38-35. Or does the thicker kicker, Harrison Mevis from Mizzou, get a game-winning field goal for the Rams? Because he does kick for the Rams now. Ooh. That could be interesting. Because when you look at the playoff standings and where they are, the Patriots are 11-3. The Broncos are 12-2, but I'm still not a believer in the Broncos. I'm not. Yes, I don't see the Broncos having what it takes to win a Super Bowl. But you've also got the Rams 11-3, the Seahawks 11-3, and then the quietest 10-4 team in the history of football, the San Francisco 49ers. That is so big. I mean, that is crazy, crazy good division. This late in the year to have those three teams that close is insane. So for our NFL fans, something to watch tonight, something to get excited about. And then also, when you look at the rest of those schedules, because I know some 49er fans. Oh, gosh, never mind. 49ers are at the Colts this week. Then they host the Bears. Then they're at Seattle. So that's a tough schedule remaining as well. Anyway, it's 6:51 here on this Thursday morning. Glad you're with us. The sun has not come out yet. Kind of a dark 30 type of morning with the weather. Temperature should be fairly decent today, though. Not cold, just maybe a thunderstorm, might be a little wet. It's kind of rainy outside right now. Might have a sorry. Might have a thunderstorm today that you have to be ready for. We know how St. Louis gets when it comes to wet roads, but the high is expected to be about 55. A little colder tomorrow for Friday, about 40. But then for the weekend, looks pretty mild. You're looking at 56 for Saturday and then 43 for Sunday. So you've got that going on. So anyway, you've also congrats to SLU last night. SLU basketball. They absolutely obliterated Bethune-Cookman. 112-53. They doubled them up last night. And I know SLU was supposed to win. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, this is a very deep team. They appear to be really good. And they dominate the teams that they're supposed to dominate. Now, they don't have a seriously difficult schedule, but they're doing what they're supposed to do. I mean, they're getting the wins, and they're doing a pretty damn good job. I mean, they look good. They really do. I'm just curious. I mean, the only team that they lost to Stanford at the end of the game, and they should have won that game. Now, Stanford's only loss was to UNLV by a point. They haven't had some really crazy difficult schedule either. Stanford barely beat Minnesota. You know, Mizzou beat Minnesota with not a lot of problems. So anyway, you know, SLU's right there. They're going to have to, they may still have to win their conference to get into the tournament, but, you know, it's all there for them. That's for sure. They could certainly still get into the tournament. And if you're SLU, you got to think, yeah, we've got to make the tournament with the team that we have this year. We got post play, we got depth, we got some guards play. So if I'm a SLU fan, I'm hopeful. I am hopeful, that is for sure. Hey, by the way, you know what time? All I Want for Christmas Is You. You know, Mariah Carey. It's that time of year. Actually, it starts like Thanksgiving. It seems like. Well, Billboard has now come out and said that Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You has been replaced on the global 200 chart by an 80s classic. And it's a popular one, but this is the first time that another holiday song besides All I Want for Christmas Is You has topped the chart since its launch in September of 2020. So it's been 5 years, just over 5 years. But the song that has now dethroned All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey is Last Christmas. I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. Bam, wham!
Wow.
Wham has replaced it, buddy. Billboard said the Carey's 94 Classic has topped the Billboard Global Chart 200, the Global 200 chart, for a record total of 19 weeks since December of 2020. And then Last Christmas reached its highest ever position. I guess people got tired of it. I don't know, but now Wham. Andrew Ridgely said in a statement that he's delighted to learn that Wham's perennial Christmas favorite, Last Christmas, has secured the Billboard #2 spot. So congrats to them. Very interesting. Okay, now you know. And we say Merry Christmas. It's next week, just a week away from today. That's how fast time has slipped up on us. Also, Hanukkah's going on. Happy Hanukkah. And we'll get into that just a little bit later. There's a pop-up bar, St. Louis's first Hanukkah pop-up bar, at a place in Chesterfield tonight. We'll let you know where that is. We'll give you the details. The name of the place is called Winty's in the Chesterfield Valley. That is it's a news story. I saw that on Fox this morning. The owners also told me about that was coming there. So they're getting the word out. And you've been to Winty's. I'm taking you to Winty's.
Great fried chicken sandwich, man. And they have great pizza. I still haven't tried it, but I smell it and it smells so good.
All right.
I gotta try it.
There you go. 6:57 on a Thursday morning. Glad you're with us. This is Arch City Now. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We're on X, Facebook, and YouTube. So much to get to as we were talking about promoting the things that are going on. We'll tell you about that Hanukkah pop-up bar. What you can now bet on Kalshi, which is just cray-cray in my humble opinion. The former St. Louis anchor, Savannah Louie, wins Survivor last night. Give you some details from that. Very interesting. What the most popular viewing, I guess what would you call it? You wouldn't call it a show, would you? The shows that the TV, what people are watching on Netflix.
Yeah, I call it a doc.
You call it a doc.
Well, the Diddy one is a documentary,
all right,
for sure. But
we'll get into all that, plus much more. Like, subscribe, share the show. We'll take a break. Lou Information Station, live and on demand at luinfo.com.
The Too Many Men on the Mic podcast present the Mid-States Club Hockey Association Game of the Week. Brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stifel.
Hey, St. Louis, looking for high-flying action and electric energy? Grab your crew, hit the road, and experience a Grizzlies game night in Memphis. An unmatched atmosphere and star-studded NBA matchups are waiting for you just down the road on I-55. There's nothing like Grizz game energy, and there's nothing like being here with 19,000 new Grizz Nation friends at FedEx Forum. Dive into the action, follow the Grizzlies on social media, and visit grizzlies.com/tickets to grab your seats today. That's grizzlies.com/tickets.
The Earl Austin Experience with Earl Austin Jr. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11. Brought to you by Fast Track Auto Transport, St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. You're listening to the exclusive home of East St. Louis Flyers football. The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis. The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. The House passed a GOP health care bill yesterday, which does not extend expiring Obamacare subsidies.
Wednesday's vote was 216 to 211, with 4 moderate Republicans who had broken earlier from party leaders ultimately voting yes. Kentucky Republican Thomas Massey was the only member of his party to vote no. The bill now heads to the Senate, where it's not expected to pass. That would leave millions of Americans facing higher health care premiums as Congress leaves for the holiday recess. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
President Trump last night touted the progress of America during his first year back in office.
Trump took aim at the Biden administration while highlighting an economy that he said was trending upwards during a primetime speech at the White House Wednesday.
When I took office, inflation was the worst in 48 years, and some would say in the history of our country.
He started his speech by saying he inherited a mess when he took office, but has achieved more than anyone could have imagined. Trump said car prices are down from what they were under the Biden administration, and they're working to lower the price of groceries. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino stepping down from his position. Bongino said in a post on his X profile he's exiting the role in January. President Trump said he believes Bongino wants to go back to his show when asked about him stepping down Wednesday, adding he did a great job. Bongino hosted his self-titled podcast before taking the job as FBI Deputy Director. New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani vows to try and keep New Yorkers safe once he's in office. Here's reporter Scott Pringle.
Mom Donnie was asked about the safety of the Jewish community following separate attacks on Jewish New Yorkers in Brooklyn this week and the recent deadly attack at the Hanukkah celebration in Australia.
And my job is to ensure that we deliver a city that is safe and a city where they belong. And I have been in constant communication with Commissioner Tisch to ensure that we are doing so.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. More than 1 million people are now part of healthcare sharing because it just makes so much sense, especially right now. And MediShare is the gold standard. Members like it a lot. We know this from member surveys. MediShare has been around for over 30 years. It is a proven thing. And if you join before December 31st and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. Again, the deadline is December 31st. So call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. Call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE.
We interrupt this program for an on-the-spot news report.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
Jim, this is going to be the year. I've got to turn my backyard into a full-blown paradise. I'm talking a pool, outdoor kitchen, fire pit, the whole deal.
Cam, does this have anything to do with that year-end bonus you think you're getting?
Absolutely. I'm already spinning it in my head. But unlike Clark Griswold, I won't end up in the Jelly of the Month Club because I called Merrimack Pools and Outdoors.
Smart move. They don't do surprises unless you count actually finishing projects on time.
Exactly. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors will sit down with you now before the end of the year. Plan out everything. Straightforward pricing, amazing designs. Get started and you could be splashing around in your own brand new pool by Memorial Day.
So plan now, relax later.
Go to SplashSTL.com and schedule your consultation.
Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, helping St. Louis families turn Griswold-sized dreams into backyard realities for more than 25 years. SplashSTL.com.
And if that bonus doesn't come through, Jimmy, Cousin Eddie's RV is going to end up parked right in the boss's driveway.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done. Frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
The Lou Information Station presents Art City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. It is December 18th. It's Thursday. It's 7:05. Well, we don't have the sun up today. I mean, technically it's up, but it's a gray, kind of wet morning. It isn't cold, not cold at all. Get outside and enjoy it. We're Art City Now. We're here from 6 to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. All things St. Louis all the time. The other national stories making headlines, news headlines, sports headlines, money, entertainment. You got it. What people are talking about. And, of course, what's all going on. Producer Rise alongside. I'm Vic Faust. And, of course, Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former Blue Cam Jansen. Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. Follow us every day from 8 to 10 o'clock. From 10 to 11 on Thursdays, it's the Co-Found Hers show. And then from 11 to 1, Charlie Tuna and the Posse. All right, 7:06 today. It's Christmas next week. Merry Christmas. It's almost here. It's also Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah going on right now. And with that being said, there's also the first Hanukkah bar. Hanukkah getting a twist this year with St. Louis's first ever Hanukkah pop-up bar. That's right. There's a Hanukkah pop-up bar tonight And the event is being hosted by the United Hebrew Congregation in partnership with Wendy's in the Chesterfield Valley. It's open to the public. They've also got Senior Rabbi Bridget Rosenberg and Wendy's owner Marla Khan drew inspiration from the popular Hanukkah pop-up experiences like 8 Crazy Nights and Maccabee Bar. So they wanted to bring that same energy to St. Louis. That'll be there tonight. Okay, here you go. I mean, they're really going all out. Now, I've taken producer Rye to Wendy's before, and they got some really good food. But tonight, they've got a little bit of a different menu, or not for everybody. I don't think it's everybody. I think they've got their same food, but they've also got unstuffed cabbage. They've got a Reuben, a Rachel sandwich. Guests can customize jelly donuts with 3 filling options. Their Wendy's regular menu is also going to be there. But they've also got 6 signature cocktails. The Gelt Digger, Nog Samach, the Maccabee Martini. Oh my gosh, I wish I could the Dreidel Twist, the Menorah on the Rock, and the Rabbi Royale. So that's from 6 to 11 tonight over at Wendy's. The evening kicks off with the menorah lighting at 6:45, followed by live music from D-City. D-City was on, what's the music show? They made it for with America's, no, not America's Got Talent, the other one, the first music show that Simon was on at first. Now you've got oh my gosh, you know what I mean, the reality music show. Anyway, they made it far. Gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue right now.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Carrie Underwood on it.
X Factor.
No. I haven't heard X Factor in years. No, my gosh.
Pop Idol?
No, America's Idol. American Idol? American Idol. So D-City, a St. Louis band, made it pretty far on American Idol. Gosh, I can't believe I remembered that. By the way, this event is aimed at adults. There's no cover. You don't have to be religious or Jewish to attend. The more, the merrier. And so they've got that going on. So have fun. So we talk about that with the holiday season. It's here. Hanukkah going on, of course, Christmas next week already. Dang, next Thursday already. That's how fast time is flying. And then, of course, in 2 weeks, it's the new year already. We're already there. So we appreciate you guys jumping in. Like, subscribe, share the show this morning, and we'll continue to do everything that we've got going on as well. Other news making headlines, talking about food. National Burger Chain, it's going to open its 3rd location in the St. Louis area. They're off to a good start. I'm talking about Small Sliders. Not sure if you've seen them at all in the St. Louis area, but they said that the franchise location at Mid-Rivers Mall Drive in St. Peters is going to be open at around 10 a.m. today. It's the former site of a mobile gas station. So it's owned by Convenience Store Properties, LLC. And they've got their 3rd location coming to St. Peters, it looks like. So congrats to them. If you've had it, I did have them. The burgers are good. I had it once. The location's going to be hiring 45 employees. So that's really cool for them. Also, they've got, they also own one in Ellisville, which opened in August, and Bridgeton. That was the chain's first Missouri location. So they've been open since January. So wish them all the best, Small Sliders. So they've got 3 locations now that are rocking and rolling, I guess, within 5 years. So wish them the best from that standpoint. Other news, which is fairly interesting, this from the business standpoint and the sports standpoint. It appears that the Hoffman family has reached a deal to become NHL owners. No, they did not try to buy out Tom Stillman and the Blues. Word is now, although no official announcement has been made, that they're going to become owners of the Pittsburgh Penguins of the NHL. A tweet yesterday kind of put that out there. Frank Saravalli put it out there and said, quote, sources say at Fenway Sports Group has reached an agreement to sell the Penguins to the Hoffman family, a Chicago-based investment group led by David Hoffman. David Hoffman is a billionaire. A lot of news in the St. Louis area. He's a Washington native. They were trying to buy up a lot of land and businesses out in the Augusta area. He's also the chairman and founder of the Naples, Florida-based Hoffman family of companies. They've got all kinds of businesses, by the way: agriculture, aviation, transportation, financial, professional services, media, marketing, manufacturing. I mean, marine-related ventures, all kinds of things, and of course, real estate. They have over 120 global brands, 17,000 employees, and businesses in 30 countries. Their commercial real estate unit is headquartered in Clayton. So interesting news there, though. Hoffman's getting involved in hockey and a St. Louis group. At least he's from Washington, Missouri, trying to buy the Penguins. Very, very interesting from that standpoint. At least that's how I see it from my standpoint. We're Arch City now. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m., giving you news headlines, sports, those sorts of things. Other things that we hadn't gotten to yet today. How about this? The winner of the 2026 World Cup, that's coming to North America next summer, including the United States, including Kansas City. The winner of the World Cup is going to receive $50 million from a $655 million prize pool. That according to FIFA on Wednesday. So the champions figure is up from 42 million. That's what Argentina won in 2022. Now it's up to 50 million. That's up 8 million. And, back in 2018, 38 million was won by France. But that's still less than half of what Chelsea earned for winning the much less hyped Club World Cup this year. That's a lot. By the way, the total prize fund for the World Cup, staged in the United States, Canada, and Mexico from June 11th to June 19th, is up almost 50% from the tournament that they had in Qatar, whatever you want to say. So that's a lot of money. A lot of money, a lot of advertising going in the World Cup by them being in North America this year. The advertising dollars is there. Good for them. Good for them from that standpoint. A lot of money being put out there. And then, of course, we'll see where it happens with the United States, how they can go with their group, first group, second round games, and so forth. I don't know. Hey, updates from last night. The Blues won. Big win for them. Big win because they were back home, and they need wins, and any win is a big win, especially when you have an opportunity for back-to-backs. And tonight, the Blues are back at home again against the Rangers. And it's very interesting. I know that Hofer, I'm assuming Jordan Bennington's going to be back in net. Hofer was great last night. He was coming off a game where he wasn't great against the Predators. Then last night, he shut out Winnipeg. He got the start. He had an opportunity after a loss to go back and see what he could do, and he shut out Winnipeg. Could it have anything to do with the fact that he's from Winnipeg? Maybe, but they shut the door. Not a lot of offensive scoring opportunities for the Blues, but they played good defense, and they won. Obviously, they've had problems scoring some goals, but right now, if they can play the defense like they did, that would be good. I'm assuming Jordan Bennington back in that tonight, as they take the ice with the Rangers, a team that's scuffling, but a team that's been pretty good on the road. So all set up for the Blues tonight. They're now 13, 15, and 7, trying to get back to that 500 mark, and they have 33 points. Rangers, by the way, coming into tonight with 36, two evenly matched teams. And, good Thursday night game at Enterprise before the Blues hit the road for a Saturday and Monday contest in Florida. They'll be down in the Sunshine State for a couple matches, or a couple skating games. And obviously, Blues need to get as many wins as they can right now as they approach the halfway point of the 25-26 season. I found this to be interesting. Okay, also tonight, 7 p.m., Rams and Seahawks. That's a big game. 11-3 teams, 7 p.m. on Prime. First place on the line of their division. Also, you've got the 49ers who are in third place, just one game behind at 10-4. You got home field advantage, a bye, all of those things on the line. Should be a really good game. Seahawks a 1.5-point favorite at home against those Rams tonight. Hey, you know, we like to talk about St. Louis. I was leading into this. Brady Cook, former Chaminade, former Mizzou star, got his first start last week against the Jets. And after looking at video and seeing that he had 3 interceptions, 2 of those were not his fault. One was. He's got no receivers. I'm sorry, I'm calling out. 0. Look at the rest of the quarterbacks around the league and the guys that they have to throw to, and then you look at what Brady Cook has. And then you look at the offensive line. Well, he's getting another start. Last week, he was on the road at a 9-4 Jacksonville team. This week, they're on the road at the Saints. And he's getting another start. So the kid is literally living a dream, living his dream out in New York, and the undrafted free agent starting. This just, I mean, guys, I hope you understand. I mean, I know their quarterbacks ahead of him were not doing great, but you still have to be good enough and beat out other guys that were there and guys around the league. I've been saying it for years. You put Brady Cook in, and he just finds ways to stay. And this is a lesson for everybody. Yes, talent takes a lot, but it's your brain. Your brain will always put you ahead. I tell my kids this all the time. My son and daughters, or my 2 sons and daughters, especially in sports, you got to be athletic, yes, but your brain. Use your brain. Your mental makeup is so important with all of these situations. So here's Brady Cook. He talked yesterday. He just seems like he's so happy for those New Yorkers. Well, here's Brady Cook talking about getting the start again this week, his second straight start for the Jets, and an opportunity to show what Brady Cook can do.
I approach it as another opportunity. That's what this is. It's an opportunity for me to lead this team once again and try to go get a win on the road. And it's really as simple as that. You know, it's about this week, preparing this week, and playing on Sunday in New Orleans. And that's how I'm looking at it. I approach it as another opportunity.
Brady Cook getting another opportunity in the NFL. I mean, there's nobody that thought Brady Cook would be starting this year. It's so difficult as a rookie. Then it's so difficult when you don't have teammates around you who are above average at their positions. I mean, I don't know what to expect, but I'm hopeful. I like him. Yeah, I like him. I'm not going to lie about that. I like him. I think the kid's got a lot of moxie. He's smart. He's a winner. He finds ways to get things done. And we certainly wish him the best. Mizzou missed him this year. That's for sure. Like I've always said, a lot of times you don't know what you got till it's gone. You're like, oh, things are going to be so much better if I do this, or if I go there, if I got that person. Nope, not at all. That doesn't happen. So anyway, we'll see what Brady's got going on with that tonight. This weekend, Sunday, the Jets playing at the Saints. Speaking of Mizzou, and we'll give our Mizzou update here. Okay, the transfer portal giveth and the transfer portal taketh away. Their head coach, Eli Drinkwitz, and the team has done very well in the transfer portal the last few years. It's another reason why his name was starting to be mentioned for other coaching jobs, because he seemed to have a pretty good handle on what was going on. He had some money to go get players. He picked really good players to come in, and they were seeming to work out. Many of their starters were transfer guys, not guys that they recruited out of high school. Well, here's what you got now. There were 5 Missouri receivers that took at least 100 snaps in 2025. And here are their statuses for next season. Josh Manning, we already told you about him a couple days ago. He's entering the transfer portal. Kevin Coleman Jr., he's out of eligibility. So there's 2 of the 5 gone. Marquise Johnson, the speedster, entering the transfer portal. That's 3. So 3 of the top 5 receivers from last season gone. Donovan Oludube returning as of now. So they got one. There's one of 4. And then Xavier Lloyd out of eligibility. 1 in the top 5. James Madison II also intends to enter the transfer portal. I've been telling my cohort, Grant Salzman, for about 4 or 5 weeks, I'm scared hitless about what's going to happen to this team at the end of the season. They're going to have to go out and spend a ton of money to get guys. That's why Eli Drinkwitz is starting to talk about needing more money for NIL. So literally with, just over 2 weeks before the portal opens, January 2nd, you've got Oladube, you got a kid named Daniel Blood, Demarion Folk, Sean Terry, Jabari Brady, and Devon Hill-Lomax. That's it. That's the entire receiver room. That's it. Nada, nothing else. So it's obviously become a situation and a position that they're going to have to hit in the portal extremely, extremely hard. Not to mention, they're still looking for a third-party vendor company in St. Louis to help keep Jamal Roberts at Mizzou, and I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's hope. Let's hope. I'm glad Eli put it out there. Let's hope. Let's hope he can stay there, because if Mizzou can return with Ahmad Hardy and Jamal Roberts, that's nobody else has anything like that in the country. With that being said, I introduced the website Kalshi to producer Rye. Have you been back on Kalshi, by the way, since that day?
No, but I've been getting a lot of stuff about Kalshi now.
Because you logged in?
No, not even that. It was just like, I think now that it's like available in Missouri, Kalshi's doing like sponsorships and promos and stuff. So.
Well, now you can go into Kalshi and they're accepting bets on what kids are going to enter the NCAA transfer portal. So what's
Jamal Roberts?
I could have made a whole lot of money this year on the inside intel that I was getting. I don't even know how that's legal and fair, man. Because I called like 3 of these guys 5 weeks ago from inside sources. Kids can go. It doesn't seem right or legal. These kids can go tell family members it's insider trading if they're actually taking bets, unless there's something I'm missing. That I find that fascinating that they are accepting bets at Kalshi. Holy freaking moly. That's what's going on right now. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just find it insane. And it's like, what? You guys are doing what? You're accepting what? Really? Okay. We'll see where we go with that. By the way, I'd love to know how people are doing when it comes to the betting, the wagering in Missouri. If you guys are using some of the sites, how that's been going, if it's been a comfortable process and so forth. If you guys wanted to jump in, let us know. We would appreciate that too. You have that opportunity to use it now. So why not check in, have some fun from that standpoint. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us each day. The former Blue Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. SLU also won last night as we caught back up. Basketball, they destroyed Bethune-Cookman 112-53. SLU beating up the teams they're supposed to beat up, even more so than Mizzou. A lot of the common opponents, you see SLU doing a better job. You just do. They're doing a much better job. Also, when it comes to some of the betting that we were just talking about, former Ohio State coach Urban Meyer says David Portnoy owes him $1,000 because they bet that Michigan Ohio State game. Says he hasn't paid him yet. He owes me $1,000. David Portnoy of Barstool Sports fame, Michigan NIL donor, pizza tasting, and so forth. So, pay up, Dave. You made the bet on national TV. Pay your money. Hey, Jeremiah Love made it official yesterday, too, by the way, when we talk about St. Louis area kids and doing things that they've got going on in their lives. He is, and he did, announce for the NFL draft. Mel Kiper has him as a first-round pick. How about that? Kid started playing his football in Collinsville, Illinois, went over to Jennings, to CBC, to Notre Dame. He is a top 4 Heisman finalist, and now he's headed to the NFL. Just a really good all-around kid, comes from a good family. Certainly wish Jeremiah the best with everything that he has going on right now with his career and where he's going. Hell, who knows? Maybe he could end up with the Jets. He and Brady Cook. If Brady Cook finishes out the year all right, they decide to keep Brady as a starter and or / backup. They've got a running back there, but they need some linemen too. So anyway, fun to talk about from that standpoint, at least on the bare minimum. What we've got here is a pretty good day from a weather standpoint. 50 highs in the 50s today. Not exactly supposed to be sunny. Could have a thunderstorm. Could have some winds that are coming through the area. Just have to be ready for that. But also, tomorrow it gets a little bit colder, but then it warms back up for the weekend. Not too shabby when it comes to what we could have at this time of year. Temperatures above average, which makes it a whole lot better from what we're starting to see right now, at least in the area. So anyway, we are Art City Now. You can jump in right now on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Appreciate it when you guys join our show. Let us know anything else that we can promote. What are your plans for the weekend? Just jump on in. X, Facebook, YouTube. If you want to call, you're allowed to do that as well. 855-282-8255. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at luinfo.com. Producer Rise alongside. I'm Vic Faust. We'll be back with more of the show on this Thursday, December 18th, right after this.
The Lou Information Station, a whole new way to enjoy content created just for those of us in the St. Louis area. It's a whole new way to advertise and promote your business. Reach out and find out just how different we are. If you're tired of one-sided advertising offerings or your traditional media rep trying to shove digital marketing down your throat, visit luinfo.com and click on advertising. Or email partnerships@luinfo.com for more information.
When you're building something new, you need a partner you can count on. I'm Big Toe Media founder Dave Green, and with our company, we didn't want just another bank. We wanted people who understood what we were trying to create and who were there for us every step of the way. That's why we chose Home Bank. From business lending to everyday banking, Home Bank has been much more than a bank. They're the kind of people who answer the phone, know your name, and believe in your vision. And the trust goes both ways. Home Bank doesn't just support our growth, they share in it. They take pride in helping local businesses succeed because they know when we win, the whole community wins. Business isn't just about numbers, it's about relationships. And with Home Bank, those relationships make all the difference. Home Bank is the team behind our team. Visit homebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank. They're your business partner.
luinfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222.
Your luinfo.com news report. The St. Louis County retail property has been sold for more than double its previous price. Bamboo Equity Partners sold the Merrimack Center on Merrimack Bottom Road in November for $7.2 million. The firm bought the property in 2021 for $3.5 million. The buyer was not disclosed. The St. Louis County Council approved a 2026 budget on Tuesday, cutting $48 million from the county's projected deficit in a 6-1 vote. The plan reduces the Department of Public Health budget to $80 million, down from more than $83 million this year, and eliminates 83 vacant positions. The investigation is continued after a pedestrian was struck and killed in St. Louis on Monday evening. A driver was headed westbound on Page Avenue near Gruner Place when it struck a 52-year-old man and fled. The pedestrian was taken to the hospital where he later died from his injuries. Investigators are looking for a Buick LaCrosse. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at luinfo.com and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, luinfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central, St. Louis Sports Air.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We'll be getting some showers today. We have cold front moving through, dropping us down into the mid-40s by late in the afternoon, wind gusting to 35 miles an hour. Pretty cold and windy for the overnight hours. It will be clear, our low in the mid-20s. Then on Friday, we're back up to about 40 and sunny, warmer for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
You've been strong for everyone else, but let me ask you, who is strong for you? I am Jennifer Bardot, radio personality, author, and publisher, and the founder of Grit Association, which stands for Growth, Resilience, Intention, and Tenacity. What is grit? Grit is a movement, a sisterhood, a space where ambitious women grow, lead, and thrive. This isn't just leadership. This is transformation. Grit is your circle of fire, where comfort zones get shattered, where stories become power, and the next level becomes your new normal. From our 7 international anthologies that elevate women's voices to my radio show, Elevate and Lead, on the Lou Information Station, everything we do is about your rising, your voice, your power, your people. Are you ready? Join Grit. For more information, visit mygritcommunity.com. That's mygritcommunity.com.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. Happy Thursday, December 18th, 1 week away from Christmas Day. So glad you guys are with us. Like, subscribe, share our show. We are here for about another 25 minutes or so. Glad you guys are here. Anyway, what's up in your neck of the woods today? Jumping on the show, X, Facebook, YouTube, whatever else is going on. Jump in. Big weekend ahead. Hot Take Central 2.0 follows us from 8 to 10 o'clock. Former Blue Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. We've had a ton of topics already today. Sports, news, entertainment, music, you got it. We were giving a shout out this morning. I kind of got involved in the story because I saw some of the local TV stations talking about Savannah Louie. We'll show you a picture of her. She was a news anchor. I think it was Channel 4 in the morning. I can't remember if it was Channel 4 or KSTK. Forgive me. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, she was here from 2019 to 2021. She was on Survivor. And I read the story. So I stayed up a little late last night. And she ended up winning. She won last night. It was the first all-female final where they had 3 women. Sage, Sophia, Savannah. Savannah wins $1 million. It's pretty darn cool. There's been reality TV around forever. The first Survivor show, by the way, aired in 2000. 25 years of Survivor. So she wins. It's got to feel pretty good for her. And I asked like 3 or 4 different people, do you still watch Survivor? And everybody's like, no, but it's still on. So it must be doing well. Must be doing all. I don't know. But anyway, congrats. Congrats to her. Congrats on a big win. $1 million cheaper or $1 million richer. And she did very well last night. So sorry about that. Was doing some things. Okay. What is the most popular TV watching these days? You know, I don't watch TV that much, and I don't sit down. I just don't really sit down. I watch sports, sporting events, things like that. I do watch Landman, and I've introduced you to Landman. Of course, there's a many years difference between the two of us, producer Rye. So you had never really heard of Landman until I told you. Well, right now it's number 2, and it was really popular last year. I mean, there's a lot of people who are still watching reruns of Yellowstone just because it was so well done. I think Landman's well done too. But look at what the most popular shows are right now that you can watch on Netflix and Paramount, HBO, so forth. Oh, yeah. Sean Combs coming in number 1. The Reckoning, produced by
50 Cent.
50 Cent. Oh, they're not exactly buddies. I want to know what the hell Diddy did for 50 Cent to go after him for. I mean, isn't this like a decade?
22
20
decades. Yes. They've been going at it since like the 90s, man. Like 97.
Oh, so was it a music battle thing?
First, it started off as like music because he said he had a hand to do with Tupac and Biggie, dying. So then that's what 50 Cent said. So now 50 Cent doesn't mess with Diddy. So then they started having diss tracks in like early 2000s. I was like 2 years old, so I don't know the diss tracks, of course, but I did my research. And then they started beefing in their business because now they're more businessmen, not just rappers. Like Diddy had Ciroc, and 50 Cent made his own vodka. So it was like they were just going at it. They're just two very petty men that just love going at it. And right now 50's up.
50's up. Oh yeah, it's if I'm Diddy, I may be calling for the mercy rule right now. It's like,
no, Diddy's fighting back. I know he's not coming for the mercy rule. He's coming back.
He's getting crushed.
He's getting crushed right now.
He's very fortunate. I'm sorry, from I wasn't in the courtrooms, but it just seems as if he's gotten off.
Light.
Yeah. And especially when you listen to victims. And if I were the father or the brother or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever of any of these people that were in these situations, I'd be very, very, very upset.
Yeah. Somebody is one of the people that I was talking about her story that happened about way before I was born, like late 90s when Diddy was just now going to where he was when he was still like an underling, kind of like an intern, basically. Something happened at a party and he like basically did exactly what they were accusing him for, and she still hasn't gotten anything for it.
Yep. That stuff happens. It does. I mean, it's crazy. Some of that stuff is absolutely crazy. But man, that's number 1. That's what people are watching. From November 28th to December 4th, the latest ratings that they show, that's the most popular watch. 2.3 billion people. Wowzer, between the 28th and December 4th. So 50 Cent's making a whole lot of money. He produced it all. And you said something earlier that blew my mind. You said that about 40% of what you intake comes directly or is produced directly from 50 Cent. That's crazy to me, right? Crazy. Number 2, Landman, 1.3 billion. 3 at 1.1 billion. A close third is The Abandons. I haven't seen that. 4th, Love and Death at 1.1 billion as well. I'm not familiar with that, on HBO Max. And The Staircase, fairly close, 762 million, or almost 763 million. Another HBO Max show. So anyway, just thought it was very bizarre. Wondering if people were still watching Survivor. Led back to the former St. Louis anchor, Savannah Louie. Congrats to her on winning. And $1 million. Those games are not easy, especially that one was done, by the way, in Fiji. So congrats to her from that standpoint. Must be nice. 7:41 on this Thursday morning, December 18th. Does it feel like Christmas to you yet? Are you guys ready for the Christmas holiday? Those things and more out there for you. Anyway, it's just 1 week away. Happy Hanukkah to those celebrating right now. And speaking of Hanukkah, if you're just joining us, the show, the first Hanukkah pop-up bar in the St. Louis area tonight. Wenty's in the Chesterfield Valley. It's being hosted by the United Hebrew Congregation in partnership with Wenty's. Senior Rabbi Bridget Rosenberg and Wenty's owner Marla Khan drew the inspiration from the popular Hanukkah pop-up experiences like 8 Crazy Nights and the Maccabee Bar. So they wanted to bring some of that same energy to St. Louis. They're doing that tonight from 6 to 11. They've got their regular menu, but they've also added some Jewish favorites as well. So they'll have that for you. And you can check that out once again. And then at 6:45, they're going to light the menorah. 6:45, Chesterfield. Wenty's doing something a little bit different there. So you got somewhere you can go and check out some of the things that are happening as well. Let's see here. Okay, Blues in action tonight. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. I'm assuming Jordan Bennington's going to be in goal tonight. He hasn't played in a while, but Hofer shut out the Winnipeg Jets last night. Shut them out. So I would assume it's now time to go back to Jordan Bennington from that standpoint, just to make sure that things are as good as they can be. And who knows? I'm not assuming there's a trade coming or anything from that standpoint, but we'll see where the Blues are. They're back up to 13, 15, and 7. They've got 33 points. The Rangers, who they play tonight, have 36 points. So, it'll be should be a tight contest. Another one you'd love to see the Blues win. So they can get back at least with a 2-game winning streak before they hit the road. Florida. They're in Florida this weekend from that standpoint. Did you see another college football coach got fired? Obviously, the Sherrone Moore deal with Michigan. And Michigan is apparently doing this deep dive because they've been the dirtiest football program for many years now. 7 of Jim Harbaugh's assistant coaches were arrested. Yeah, I used to like Jim Harbaugh, and now I'm like Jim. I mean, he was asked again twice now about, he's texting with Sherrone Moore, and he hand-placed him, and then he took off, but 7 of his coaches were arrested. Yeah, I mean, there's a cheating scandal, everything is just tainted about Michigan now. And it's like, well, so another coach got fired, Ohio's coach, and he's a darn good coach. They went 8-4. They were headed to a bowl game. They said that because he was drinking on the job. So he admitted to having alcohol in the office.
Who, Jim Harbaugh?
No, this coach from Ohio.
Oh.
Ohio football coach.
Oh, home of Chase Hendricks, St. Mary's graduate, wide receiver. He was leading NCAA in yards for the first 3 games.
This year?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. He was leading for the first 3 games, and then people caught Jeremiah Smith and them caught up. But
oh, that's okay. Well, Ohio head coach Brian Smith was fired with cause because he admitted to drinking in his office, and after games, having alcohol with some coaches in the office and storing it in his office. I guess you're not allowed to have any alcohol in the offices on campus. You got to go somewhere else to do that. I wonder how many coaches, have. You don't think Nick Saban had something? Nice little bottle of bourbon. He'd do have a drink after a game. I don't know, but Brian Smith got fired, unfortunately for him. You hope there's not a problem there too. But he and his attorney say they're fighting this vigorously, that he didn't do anything wrong and he shouldn't have been fired with cause. So that's what's happening from that standpoint over there. Nobody won Powerball either, by the way. That's $1.5 billion. The last time it was that big, and it was won by a Spanish Lake man, Spanish Lake, Missouri. That is split with somebody down in Texas as well. So, lot of opportunities there for people who still want to buy their tickets from that standpoint. You've also got. We were talking about music. Did you see this from yesterday? Nelly and the St. Lunatics are going to reunite for 2026 comeback album.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know them, so yeah. I know Nelly, but I wasn't really. I'm not going to say alive, but I wasn't really.
No, you weren't alive.
Yeah,
you weren't.
I don't really remember the St. Lunatics. I remember Nelly, Nah, nah, baby. Nah, 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 nah. Boom, boom. That's all I remember. I don't really. And Country Grammar, but like.
Yeah, it's going to be the first album they released together since 2001.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. So I was going to say, you weren't even a thought yet, my friend.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny. Pretty funny to me as we talk about that. Love to St. Louis from top to bottom. One time, St. Lunatics 2026. Executive produced by Metro Boomin, St. Louis. We in the building. We turning up 2026 one time. That's what Nelly told the crowd at Sunday's Black and White Ball that he hosted via a viral social media clip that he put out there. So it's interesting. That new album, it's going to be the band's first, as I said, since 2001. The first studio project since the debut album, Free City. So there you go. We're giving you a little music history St. Louis lesson, my friend, especially with involved as you are in the music scene.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting is this announcement also follows an attempted $50 million lawsuit by the former St. Lunatics bandmate, Allie Jones, who claimed that Nelly misled the group about credit and royalties for 8 tracks.
That's what I was saying. I thought they were beefing.
Yeah, they were. I don't know. Maybe they made a deal.
Nelly probably said, man, I'll come back and do this last album, man. That's it, bro. That's all you're getting, kid.
Yeah, let's try to do this.
Yeah, I'm not paying you all that, man.
I don't know. It's always better if you can work something out. It is. There's no need to have lifelong. I mean, life's too short. Life's too short to have grudges. If you did something wrong, apologize, move on, get better, whatever the case. Life is too short. That's for sure. But the music scene, you see all the beefs that you were talking about. That stuff it's crazy. Hey, if you guys weren't with us earlier, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas You has been replaced on the Global 200 chart by an 80s classic. Wham! Congratulations. Last Christmas reached the number 1 spot on the chart for the first time since they started the holiday song back in 2020. The first time ever that another holiday song besides since its launch. And it's interesting because I was in a restaurant on Sunday and I heard Last Christmas. I heard it, and it was on just their playlist. So for whatever reason, Wham's Last Christmas is now the number 1 holiday song this year. Not Mariah Carey's song. Hey guys, the World Cup winner for soccer in North America, this coming up summer, will receive $50 million. The total prize pool is up almost 50% having the World Cup here in 2026 in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. A lot of that's pushed forward by the United States. So very, very interesting from there. $42 million went to Argentina in 2022. $38 million to France in 2018. So, you get some of those things pushed around, and that's kind of what you come up with. If you didn't hear the update earlier, the Hoffman family, billionaire Hoffman family, is allegedly purchasing the Pittsburgh Penguins. Very interesting, to say the least. David Hoffman, who is of Washington, Missouri, and he has got his investment group, which is based out of Chicago. The real estate arm of that is based in Clayton. But a tweet came out yesterday from Frank Zaravalli that the Fenway Sports Group has reached an agreement to sell the NHL's Penguins to the Hoffman family, a Chicago-based investment group led by David Hoffman. So there you have it. Hoffman's maybe getting into hockey. At one point in time, they were trying to buy up a bunch of land, and in Augusta, that was a story that was in the news for a while and talked about. Just some very interesting stuff there. But now you have an update to the story from that standpoint. The Penguins being purchased. That's kind of big news. Pretty interesting. Hey, by the way, that game tonight with the Blues, 7 p.m. Rangers. Seattle Seahawks 11-3, Rams 11-3. Seahawks are a 1.5 favorites in that game. as they're battling for the division title, home field advantage in the playoffs, and a night. I wanted to play this again for people if you didn't have a chance to hear it earlier. Brady Cook, he has won the opportunity to start another game. They'll be in New Orleans this week. I'm happy for Brady getting the chance to do this. So you have to earn every little thing that you get in the NFL. Everything. Nothing is given to you. So Brady was at a press conference yesterday. I had a quick little quote here. Here's Brady talking about the opportunity to get his second start as a New York Jet.
I approach it as another opportunity. That's what this is. It's an opportunity for me to lead this team once again and try to go get a win on the road. And it's really as simple as that. You know, it's about this week, preparing this week and playing on Sunday in New Orleans. And that's how I'm looking at it. I approach it as another opportunity.
And I certainly wish him the best. They're going on the road. He's got a sub-average offensive line. Can you name any receivers for the Jets
that are not injured?
Yeah, they don't have anybody. He's got nobody to throw to. He's got a guy named Mitchell.
Yeah,
and that's it. And that guy dropped 5 passes 2 games ago. That's it. He doesn't have much to work with.
I was always a Brady Cook fan. I thought he was a dog.
He was a dog.
That's what I thought. Like
he was a dog. He is a dog.
When I saw him in that one, I don't know what game it was, but he was like standing on like a table or something, or like standing on like
after the game.
Yeah, after the game, and he was like talking his stuff. I was like, man, Mizzou actually got a quarterback with some aura to him. He got a little movement. Like I see him.
Life is good for Brady. You know, I mean, he did his thing there at Mizzou and graduated, and he's playing for the Jets. He's engaged, gives back to St. Louis, and just really, really cool to see some of the things that are happening for Brady Cook. That's boy, I tell you what, though, for the Missouri football fans, the transfer portal is not a great situation right now for Missouri. If you guys didn't see this, all of a sudden going from needing a quarterback, or at least us talking about them needing a quarterback, to now needing receivers. I mean, what the heck? This bowl game, Brett Norfleet, your tight end, is out for the game. And then you now have, I mean, literally 5 receivers played 500 plays last year, or 5 receivers each had 100 snaps. 4 of them are gone. That's right, 4. You've got Daniel Adube, he's coming back. That's it. They're losing Josh Manning. He's entering the transfer portal. Yesterday, we find out that Marquise Johnson entering the transfer portal. Xavier Lloyd out of eligibility. Kevin Coleman Jr. out of eligibility. James Madison II also transfer portal. They return 1 receiver who just had 100 snaps last year. That's it.
Who, Alubade?
Alubade. That's it.
Knew they should have played him more.
Well,
I knew it.
No, he's the only one that's returning.
Coming back. Yeah,
that's it.
Should have got him some
a
more
sophomore.
reps.
That's all that's coming back next year from us, and that's for your bowl game.
Wait, is he?
If you're entering the transfer portal, I'm assuming these guys are gone. They're not playing in the bowl game. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. Wait,
who are they going to throw to in this game? I mean, you've got Daniel Blood, Demarion Folks, Sean Terry, Jabari Brady, and Devin Hill Lomax. That's all you have left. That's it. You lost 3 linemen. I mean, Missouri's got to replace their line. They got to replace their receivers. Their D-line, they could lose almost all their D-line. It's like, hello. I know they're favorites in this bowl game versus Virginia, but man, it's not shaping up very well. I don't know. Maybe Ahmad Hardy can play offense and defense.
Travis Hunter, baby.
We'll put him in. He can do this. He can do that. Guys, we appreciate you being with us as always. So many stories we got to today. Like, share our show as always. We're here in the mornings, 6 to 8 a.m. Hot Take Central 2.0 is getting ready to come up with us. Always an entertaining listen with Cam Jansen, the former Blue, and, of course, Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. Lots going on there. Of course, the Blues tonight, 7 p.m. against the Rangers. Let's make it 2 in a row. Please, please, please. What can you get done? NFL action, we were talking about that. Rams and Seahawks, 2 teams, 11-3. That'll be a fun watch tonight. Congrats again to Jeremiah Love. He officially announced yesterday that he is going to the NFL draft for going his final year at Notre Dame. From the football fields in Collinsville, Illinois, to Jennings, to CBC High School, to Notre Dame. And now we'll find out where he is headed in the NFL. That's for sure. Also, SLU basketball destroyed Bethune-Cookman last night, 112-53. They're just dominating the teams that they're supposed to dominate. So, as always, stay positive. Try to stay dry today if we get those storms. For producer Rye, I'm Vic Faust. We are Arch City Now. We'll see you again tomorrow, bright and early, 6 a.m. at that point in time. Have a great day. We'll see you guys later.